Today, I would like to talk about how I come to realize that I am a unicorn. That's one horn that they get. Hey, what's up? Could you imagine if I really talk like that? No. So I am back with another video. YouTube. So today, I wanted to talk about me coming to realize that I am a unicorn. I was just gonna lounge on back and just chill, to get a little comfortable with y'all. Yeah, whoop the whoop, whatever. No, today I was just thinking, being at work and just being around people and stuff like that, I have come to realize that I am a unicorn. I definitely feel like I am like this creature that doesn't really exist. Let me explain. So basically, this video is going to be about communication, and it's going to go in depth about being in a relationship and being like friendships and family and stuff like that. First thing first, when it comes down to friends, one of the biggest things to me is you have people that you've fallen out over the smallest things. And it's crazy. You can know somebody for umpteen years, and then all of a sudden you guys have some kind of disagreement, something. And instead of going and expressing, okay, well, you did this, and I didn't like the way you did this, and this could have been handled this way. Something could have been done differently, or whatever it is. We were hanging out with people and you made a joke and that really hurt my feelings. Like, I really felt like you were coming from my entire soul, my entire being. But instead of going to your friend and telling your friend the wrongdoings, on their behalf, you just, people just stupid. I'm sorry. I mean, we got to call a thing a thing. At the end of the day, it's just like, it's crazy to me, like how people can be friends with someone for so long, and then you have people from the outside of that friendship that is waiting for you guys to part ways simply because that's when the juice is going to be spilled. Everything that was said about this person and that person or whatever else when you and your best friend and you guys were cool and you were close like this, now everything is out. Everything not in the open. Everything is just like this big old pot of gumbo because you had that one individual that was sitting there on the side waiting for it to happen to stir that pot. To stir that pot. Was waiting for you guys to fall out. And then when it happens and people just ignorant. You lose a friend. Somebody that had your back when you was down and out, when you were broke, you had nowhere to go. Hair done, nails done, everything did, but you was living on your best friend couch. And then now you're no longer friends with this person over something that was so minor that you guys could have just talked about, and it could have been what it was. It could have been some kind of misunderstanding, some kind of something. And that is the importance of communication. If I have a problem with friend A and I go to friend B about friend A, what do you think is going to happen? Nothing is going to change. You haven't had that conversation with this person. You haven't went and initiated a conversation and let them know, okay, well, you know what? I don't like the way, you living up on my couch and you work your 9 to 5 and you come in here with new outfits on and you go out to eat and you do all this other stuff and you don't buy no personals up in here but you're using the toilet tissue. You don't buy no personals in here but you're using the toothpaste. No personals in here but you're using everything that I purchased. You use your money to do whatever it is that you want to do, and when it comes down to my money, I have to make sure that, one, I have to make sure I got to pay my rent. I ain't gonna be sleeping on nobody else. Then I have to buy groceries and I have to do all this other stuff, and you go out to eat and you go out to party, you go out to drink, you go out to do all these other things, but the way to handle that situation is to go directly to that friend. Go to that friend and let that friend know, like, one, you are a guest in my home. You know, what's the plan? What's going on? What's the move? What's what's left? What's right? What's up? What's down? I need to be informed. I need to know what's going on. Like, you are my friend, but however, I need to have my space, and so we need to come up with a game plan. But people don't do that. They let these people go in there and they do whatever, and then they talk shit about them behind their back to their other friends, and then you're around here and you're gagging because Wayne got back to the friend that's living on your couch about what the hell you had to say to about them behind their back, but yet they just a couple of steps away from your bedroom, and you could have had that conversation with them, but you chose not to because you was being messy. Oh, okay. A big thing is how just recently the kids went back to school, and everything cool. You, at least you would think, because these are children, but you have adults, their friends talking smack behind their back. Oh, well, you saw something kids back to school with some Vans on, could at least got them some Jordans. Why? The child is not going to school to learn. The child is going to school to learn ABCs, 1, 2, 3. Is not who the hell Michael Jordan is. Stupid. Just this is how I know I'm not human. I'm a unicorn. No, I just can't when it comes down to that. But you see, look, I'm guilty of it myself, and I have to present myself as being clear if I'm going to bring anything up. I have had countless friendships, whereas we grew apart. We grew apart because I feel like my life was going left, their life was going right, and the thing is, I could reach out, I could try to talk to them. That's the communication part, and take the initiative to try to make something work. And I don't be trying to, like, if I'm friends with somebody, like, I had this one friend in particular, friends for years, best friends, years, back when I barely knew how to spell my middle name. That's sad, but yeah. And we went to school together. We played ball together, and we just grew apart. And it was just a lot of stuff that was being said about me, who I was as an individual and stuff like that, which was saddening, simply because I was growing into who I am as an individual, which I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I can be a bit complex at times. But however, I am a very genuine, I am a loyal individual. When it comes down to having my friends back, it's no one on this earth could say that I left them high and dry when they needed me the most. Nobody, absolutely nobody. But we end up parting ways, whereas it just got back. Wayne got back to me about things that were said to me. I reached out to try to talk about it, and I definitely found out that it was true. But some things, one, they were around the bush with everything. They couldn't be direct about nothing. They were blaming other people and saying, oh, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that. But it comes a time where you need to realize not everybody is there for you. And reason being is, this is how I was able to clock it. One, people are coming back to me and telling me things that only you knew. Only you. And on top of that, it was just like, the way it was said, I know it came from you. Anyway, communication. I communicated. I reached out. I said what I had to say. I asked, because I don't do the he say she say stuff. So if I'm being told something, well, let me go to the source. Let me find out what really happened. And one thing you guys need to understand: nobody nobody, and I do mean nobody, is going to have a conversation by themselves about you. You're not going to have person A, person B in the same room, and person A is the only one that's talking shit about you for about 30 to 45 minutes. If you think that, then bitch, you stupid. That was communication with friends. Communication with your significant other, your partner. Here's the thing. Now, we at a point whereas in life, this texting thing is becoming a new norm, which is seriously fucked up. Reason being is you don't know someone's tone when they are texting you. You don't know if they are upset, they're happy, if they're just being like, meh. You know, you don't know. You can't get a feel of it. Now, it's one thing if it's somebody just cursing you out and they be like, oh, F you, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Of course you can tell they are pressed. Ironed. But if someone's like, like, oh, I can't do this. You don't know if they're like being extra like, oh, I can't do this. Or, oh, I can't do this. You just don't know. And I don't know why that became like the new norm, which is like super, super, super messed up. But another thing being, you got so many issues that's currently going on in different like relationships and stuff like that, simply because it could be solved by just a simple conversation. Like, hey, babe, I don't like that person who's continuously hitting you up, saying, let's hang out, let's do this, let's do that, or whatever. It's making me feel uncomfortable. I will, could you do something about that? Or, block them or something. But one of the biggest things is to say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't be like, oh, I don't like, them hitting you up. But I don't care though. So, you can just do what you want to do, what you're going to do. And it's just like, what are you telling me to do? What I'm going to, whatever I'm going to do. It's just like, if you want me to like not talk to them, tell me so I can like not talk to them, because it's obviously putting a strain on our relationship. And your happiness is my happiness. I mean, we are one and the same. I mean, isn't it the general goal? But I thought it was. But a lot of people don't think the way that I think. This is why I'm telling you, I'm a fucking unicorn. I know it. I know I'm a fucking unicorn. But a lot of people just feel like we together, we in a relationship, you should just know better. What do you mean I should just know better? What do you mean that person should know better? Like, what do you mean? Like people say stuff with no follow-up. Like, that makes no sense. You should just know better. How? Because every last one of us have different upbringings. We have different life experiences. Whereas for one person, being in contact with an ex or something like that may be just normal. Like, this is an individual that I cared for, that I love. Doesn't necessarily mean that you were in love with them, but you had some kind of love for them. And you guys are cool enough to be friends. Whereas other people, when they're in a relationship, the relationship ends horrible, and now they're like enemies. And so if they do talk to an ex, it's just to mess around. Not everybody want to mess around with the ex. Not everybody want to go backwards. But, however, if you are my partner and you have an issue with something that is going on, if I'm talking to my ex about the sun and the sky being blue, or the grass is purple, or whatever else, we're just having a simple conversation. But if that conversation is bothering you, if you tell me and I don't do anything about it, obviously I don't give a shit about, how you feeling about whatever it is that I got going on. But if an individual love you as much as they try to portray, first thing first, a lot of people don't even know what love is. Love isn't moving in with somebody. Love isn't cooking for somebody. Love isn't one person paying the bills and the other person not doing nothing. Love isn't, getting nice things. That's not love. Love is so much deeper than that. And I'm so sick and tired of people putting this stuff up online. Oh, I'm in love. I love him. And I love her. How long y'all been talking? A couple days. What? They say that, the whole love at first sight thing, but I never really experienced that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm not even going to fake the funk and make it seem like that shit is real, because I really don't feel like that shit is like 100% real. Like if I'm being 100% honest, which I'm calling the thing, it ain't real. Yeah, I said it. What you gonna do? Boop boop. But no, that is just not real, dude. And back to the main point, if you are in a relationship, you should be able to talk to your significant other about anything. Absolutely anything. If something is going on with you internally and you just cannot put it into words, because sometimes, our emotions just take over. We feel some type of way about something, and sometimes we can't necessarily put it in words. We can't formulate a sentence to let somebody know what the hell is going on. But we know what is bothering us, but we just can't put it in words. Like, ooh, I'm so mad. I'm just pissed off. I'm furious. And I know why I'm mad, but I just can't find the words to tell you. But sometimes if you just sit back and just write down some things, and it'll start formulating for you, so you can get it together when you present why are you bothered, what's going on. Well, I didn't like the way when we were out in public and we were having a debate amongst friends, and I said something and your friend said something and you didn't have my back. For some people, you won't see anything being wrong with that. You'll be like, well, you were wrong, my friend was right. But nobody wants to come off like, they're dumb or they don't know shit in front of like other people, even if they're wrong. Like, you don't want to just be doing shit like that, in public. Like, you don't want your significant other to feel like, okay, even when you're wrong, I don't have your back. You should have their back, even when they're wrong. Nah, it's the difference from when they're wrong and they dead ass wrong. You can just go ahead and define that on your own. You know what that is. But again, if you don't tell your partner like, okay, well, that did something to me, or that does something to me when something is going on and you just don't have my back. Okay, I hear you, I understand, and I'm sorry, and I will do better. When you say that you're sorry, be sorry. Don't be a sorry ass, but be sorry. Just really apologize. When you apologize for stuff, don't be like, oh, I'm sorry, but like, come on, dude. Like, for real. Come on, tighten up. I'm sorry, but you should never tell her. And like, come on. You know what you did was wrong, or whatever it is that you did upset your partner. So why not just make it right by saying the things that you know needs to be said and move forward from there. When you are in a relationship and you are establishing a relationship, and it doesn't matter if it's a friendship or if it's a relationship, you need to present yourself as being clear. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying like tell your deepest, darkest secrets, but what I am saying, once you want to establish something real with people, it's best just to be honest. It's just best to be honest. Like, for me, it's not hard Ask me if we are at that point. Ask me anything, and I'm going to be 100% real with you. It's not going to be no in between. It's not going to be no. You could ask me 3, 4, 5 months down the line, and I'm going to tell you something different. No, I'm getting too old. I just turned, but yeah. So I don't want to remember something that I had said way back when. Why I could, and I knew it was a lie then. Hell, and then you asked me 4, 5 months down the line. I'm not gonna remember what the hell you did. I told you 5 months down the line, and you might have wrote down my damn response. People be so damn petty on it. They be writing shit down and stuff. Oh, you said this on October of blah blah blah. It's just best to be honest about what it is that you got going on. It's just best to be honest with what you got planned. If you are in a relationship with someone and you want to move forward and you want something real to happen and come from that relationship, then you need to present yourself as being clear, be 100% real about whatever it is that is going on with you internally. So, and a lot of us are broken. We are broken, and that doesn't mean that we are damaged. No. It just means that some of the things that we have experienced when we were younger or in previous relationships or friendships have made us into who we are today. And it means that we're not all put together as much as we were before. See, before I used to be so gullible and so just oh, you want to be my friend? Okay, let's be friends. We went all around the world. We went all around the world. And everything was cool. And me not realizing that, sometimes, people come in your life and they be super fucked up. They don't be wanting what you wanted. They be wanting shit from you. But, what are you getting from them? Nothing. A broken heart, disloyal individuals, dishonest individuals, just all the wrong things. So I present myself the way that I want other people to present themselves to me. I want to be honest with them. I upfront with them. If I have an issue, I have a problem, I go to them. I have that conversation with them. Sometimes, well, hold on now. See, y'all almost got me. See, y'all almost lied. Sometimes, some people are not even worth that conversation. Now let me explain. After you then took the time out to have a conversation, and it could have been direct or indirect, having a conversation with them about some of the things that were done or some stuff that was said that bothered you and it shifted your spirits, but they did absolutely nothing to change that. Why should you continue to have the same conversation over and over and over again? I don't know. I'm not gonna waste my time because I didn't talk to you about 11 times about the same thing over and over and over again. Nothing changed. Absolutely nothing changed. We're living in a time whereas a text message is good enough. Oh, and people do things to get a rise out of you on purpose. Okay, K. All right. So we're not talking about what happened. So we're not trying to fix what's going on. So we're not doing that. Because if we're not, we ain't gotta talk. Ain't no sleep being lost. None. And you gonna need me before I need you. But people they go through things, which we all go through things. But if you don't tell people that you consider as a friend or a lover what the hell is going on with you, or you can even get to a point whereas you don't know, but you can go to them and you can let them know, look, hey, something's going on with me. My mind is racing. I can't put it into words, but I'm just bothered. My spirit is being shifted or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that other individual, being a good friend or lover or whatever else, will take the initiative to really trying to figure it out with you. They're gonna do whatever it takes to make sure, like, you are good. If we need to go see somebody, we can go see somebody. If you want to just go and take a walk, we can take a walk. If you want to just go out and get a peace of mind, you can go and do that, or I can go with you. But how would I know if something's wrong with you as a friend or a lover if you never have that discussion, if you never take the initiative to have a conversation? Communication is so important in any kind of established relationship. Because if you want it to remain healthy, if you want it to be to a point where you guys are able to talk to one another about any and everything, one must be 100% honest about what you are going through. And then on top of being honest about what you're going through, you have to also be able to call a thing and point out your own wrongdoings, because we are not perfect. Nothing's wrong with saying that you are wrong. Nothing's wrong with communicating like, look, I'm just fucked up, And I feel like the world would be a greater place if people was just 100% honest and, with about who they are as an individual. Could you picture this shit like, yeah, what up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's good? My name London Knight, and I'm just here, trying to like waste your time and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really give a fuck about you. I really don't give a fuck about you. Yeah, I'm just here. Just want to fuck up your credit. You know what I'm saying? I just want to, fuck off with you a little bit, here and there, or whatever. You hit me up. You want to go out to eat? I'm gonna tell you, I'm busy. I'm gonna come to your house. I'm like midnight, 1, booty call hours. You know what I'm saying? We gonna mess around. I'm gonna leave, and then I might, come around a little bit more, fuck around and stay with you, and get you evicted and shit, fuck up your car, drive around with other people in your car like it's mine. Could you imagine that shit if people was honest with you up front? And you have no choice but to take it, because you got to take it for what it is. If somebody is telling you like, okay, well, I'm not good for, but the crazy part about it is you gonna have so many people like, oh my god, like he was so honest with me. Oh my god, let me give you a look. Sad but true. But yeah. So if you didn't get anything out of the entire video of why I'm a unicorn, let me just sum it up. I'm a unicorn because communication is key for me. I'm a unicorn because I'm not what most would deem to be the norm. I'm a unicorn simply because I march to the beat of my own drums. You got the world going left, all these challenges and stuff. Everybody, and it's okay. It's okay. Have fun, enjoy life. But just because you got a million people going left and you got one person going right doesn't mean that the person that's going right is wrong. I don't have to do what you want me to do. I don't have to do what society says is my norm. And because that is evident for those that are around me and they see me and they meet me and stuff like that, which I don't have a problem with meeting people. But what I do have a problem with is some of the things that people do. And I don't have the time, nor do I have the energy to hear, about the same thing over and over again. Whereas, you having everybody always talk to me about their problems, which I don't have an issue with that at all. But when they talk to me about their problems, they talk to me about their issues, and I give my answer, I'll be like, did you talk to your partner? Did you do... I'm not that type of friend to be like, oh, give up, fuck him, leave him. Ooh, no. I ask, did you talk to him? Did you talk to her? did you do everything in your power to make it right? And honestly, it's just one of the biggest things I always tell everybody: did you communicate with that friend that you having a dispute with, or that partner or that family member? Did you communicate with them? Did you talk to them about any, like, the things that are bothering you? And would y'all believe, like, just about 90% of that, like 90% of the time, like, they'd be like, no. Okay, so you thought it would be more effective if you talk to me, someone that don't have a relationship with that person. You really thought it would be more effective to talk to me versus them, and to come up with a plan with them. It's one thing to vent, but it's another thing to ask for advice and being told that, oh, well, you should talk to that person. When people don't want to hear that, a lot of people want to hear you say something. And because I don't say what is deemed to be the norm nowadays, I'm convinced that I'm a fucking unicorn. I'm a fucking unicorn. I'm a fucking unicorn. I said it 3 times, I swear to God. Woo, I thought I was going to turn into a unicorn, y'all.
Hey, what's up? This video.
Oh. But yeah, that was my video. It was about communication. Communication is the most important thing to establish a healthy relationship. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, tell a friend, look at my videos, share my videos, and all that other good stuff. I am trying to get comfortable enough to start doing this every day. I said that as soon as I got off of work, I was going to do a video. And guess what I did? I did a video. I said I was going to do it, and guess what I did? I did it. Well, gotta go. Peace.